Hello my friends, and welcome to Yoga by the Moon. My name is Michelle, and I'm here to guide you through a first quarter moon practice for the first quarter moon of June 21st of 2026. First quarter moons are when the light begins to come back into the lunar cycle. Energy starts to flow. We take actionable steps towards those seeds of intention that we planted with the new moon. So we start to make our dreams come into reality. We have this energy, this vibrancy, and we move forward. This particular first quarter moon happens in the sign of Virgo, and Virgo is a very structured, clear, organized, grounded earth sign. And so we bring a lot of structure to our goals. We refine our goals. We organize a plan, and we become kind of step by step how to go forward, how to proceed forward. It's a very actionable time. Virgo really kind of harnesses that energy of the first quarter moon by allowing us to proceed forward in a very orderly, organized fashion. We have a plan to follow, so we can continue to move forward. This is also the beginning of the season of Cancer, and Cancer is a very nurturing and emotional water sign. So what we do is we make sure we set boundaries with ourselves so we can protect our hearts. We can allow ourselves to have that freedom of expression, that freedom to feel what we feel, that freedom to be who we are. So along with all of this refinement and this actionable path forward, we also tap into our authenticity so that we can allow those new goals and this new opportunity and this new path forward to unfold in a way that really is in tune with our hearts, our emotions, ourselves. The sign of Jupiter, or the planet of Jupiter rather, is exalted during the sign of Cancer. And Jupiter is very much about expansion and moving forward. And when we exalt a planet during a particular season or zodiac sign, what we do is we are able to most fully capitalize on that energy. So we're embarking on this season of Cancer. This is the first day of the season of Cancer. And we're embarking on this path of opening our way forward in this new alignment, in this new journey, in these new opportunities, and capitalizing on this energy, while we also exalt the planet of expansion. So there's a lot of expansiveness going on with this organization that we have. So it's a very opportune moment to capitalize on expanding our way forward to align with who we are. So I think that this is the perfect time to move in a way that allows expansion, allows us to tune into ourselves, allows us to be organized. Now, if you'll begin with me seated on your mat or on the floor, wherever you are, we're going to begin with our breathwork practice. And today we're going to use Nadi Shodhana for our breathwork practice, which it is alternate nostril breathing. We alternate channels. Nadis are channels in our body, and the channels that we are going to alternate between are our left and right nostril. And what this breathwork will do is it clears our head so we can really be organized with that energy of Virgo. And it allows us to tune in and expand. So it really capitalizes on the energy of Cancer, on the energy of the first quarter moon, and really abundantly on the energy of Virgo. So we're going to clear our channels so we can move our way forward. And to do it, it's pretty simple to do. You just breathe in one nostril, out the other, then in the one that you just breathed out, and then out the first nostril again. And you alternate. That sounds pretty simple, right? But in order to just do a single nostril at a time, you have to seal the other nostril. In order to do that, I always do what you call a hang loose sign. You know, like when you're surfing, you're like hang loose kind of deal. And then you use your pinky to seal off, depending on which hand you have. I'm using my right hand, and I'm using my right pinky to seal off my left nostril. Inhale through the right, Hold it. Seal off the right nostril with my thumb. Release the air through my left nostril. Inhale through the left. Hold it. Seal the left nostril. Release the right. Exhale out the right. We'll do 2 more rounds together like that. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Release your hand and return to normal breathing. Find yourself centered. And we can begin to move. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. Exhale as you bring your right hand to your left knee. Swim those left fingers behind you like a kickstand. And then turn around and look over that left shoulder in a seated twist. Twisting is a good way to release through the channels so that we can have a clear head and organize our thoughts, organize ourselves, feel through our emotions. One more breath in here. Exhale as you come back to center. And then inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, left arm comes to your right knee. Swim those right fingers behind you as you turn around and look over that right shoulder now. Twisting the other way. Clearing through those channels, clearing that space so we can refine ourselves, refine our goals, protect our emotions. One more breath in here. Exhale, slowly turn to the front. Now we're going to slowly bring one foot out in front of us, followed by the other. Flex through your feet if you can, and keep your legs firmly in front of you, kind of creating an L shape with your spine and your legs sitting up tall, maybe tenting your fingertips on either side of your hips to really keep that chest lifted to the sky in staff pose. This is a very active, energy, calling, expansive posture. One more breath in here as we call in that energy, and then raise those arms up to the sky, and then exhale, forward fold. Use your hands to grab your thighs, your shins, or the bottoms of your feet, your toes, as you pull your chest through in a forward fold. Kind of bowing to the universe now, surrendering to those emotions, connecting to ourselves. One more breath in here, and then exhale, slowly come back up to center. And then, however you need to get there, slowly make your way to all fours, hands and knees position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, nice, tall, flat back, neutral neck. Tabletop position. When you're ready, inhale, bring that belly to the floor as you look up to the sky. Exhale, rounding that spine towards the ceiling, looking towards the floor. Cat and cow, articulating through the spine. Releasing any stagnant energy in there so we can allow for more expansiveness. Opening that heart. And then bowing and surrendering. One more wherever you are. And then we will all meet back in a neutral tabletop position. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, reaching our left arm forward. and then kicking our right leg back. Exhale, hand and knee come back to the mat. Inhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Exhale, hand and knee back down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, down. 2 more each way. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. And this time, instead of bringing it down, you're going to bend your left leg and reach for your left foot with your right arm behind you. Tiger pose. Stretching through that front of that left quad, opening our hearts, finding some balance and centeredness. 1 more breath like this. Then exhale, release that left foot, and then we're going to plant that right hand down, turning towards the left wall with our hips, raising our left arm to the sky while our left leg reaches back. Kind of imitating half moon here on our hands and knees. 1 more breath in like this with this expansiveness. Exhale, bring your left arm and left leg down. Inhale, reach that right leg back. Left arm forward. Kick through that right leg and reach for the right foot with your left hand. Kick your hand up towards the ceiling to open your chest. Stretch through that quad. 1 more breath like this. And as you're ready, release the right leg back, keeping the leg lifted. Bring your right hand to the mat, turning over onto that right knee, turning our hips towards that left wall, raising our right arm to the sky. Kneeling half knee. Creating expansion, opening up. 1 more breath like this. Exhale, bring that hand and knee back to the mat. When you're ready, walk your hands slightly forward, curl your toes. Exhale, lift those hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Pedal through those heels if you need to. It's our first downward dog of the practice. So your heels may be super far from the floor. That is perfectly all right. Just be where you are. Meet yourself where you are today. Maybe you want stillness like I am doing. Maybe you want to keep pedaling through those heels. 1 more breath before we begin moving. Inhale, right leg comes to the sky. Exhale as many steps as you need to get there. Bring the right foot between the hands. Drop down onto your left knee. Oops. You may lose your balance, that's okay. Rise on up, raising your arms up to the sky in low lunge. And then exhale, pull your elbows down in cactus, opening your heart to the sky. Expanding, opening up. 1 more breath like this. Then exhale, curl those left toes under and lift yourself up as you raise your arms back up to the sky in high lunge. Challenging your balance. Reaching for all of the expansion and newness. 1 more breath like this, and then reach your right arm forward, left arm back, turning towards that left wall in revolved high lunge. Challenging your balance just a little bit more, opening up just a little bit more. 1 more breath like this. Exhale, frame the foot. Right foot meets the left. High plank. Bend the elbows. Chaturanga. Press on up. Upward facing dog. Lift those hips. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Then inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale as many steps as you need to get there. Left foot comes between the hands. Drop down onto that right knee and raise on up into low lunge. Raise those arms. Whoa, I keep losing my balance today. Raise those arms to the sky. And then exhale as you cactus those arms down, pulling through those lat muscles, opening that heart towards the sky. Finding that expansion, that open heart to tap into the emotions of Cancer. Allowing us to clear our head for Virgo. Grounding ourselves in this posture with Virgo. One more breath like this. Then exhale as you curl those right toes under them. As you're ready, lift off that right knee, raising your arms towards the sky. Challenging our balances, opening our minds, organizing ourselves. Looking forward with that forward energy of the first quarter moon. One more breath like this. Exhale as you lift your left arm forward, right arm back, turning towards that right wall. In revolved high lunge. Shifting our perspectives, opening ourselves up. One more breath like this. Exhale as you bring one hand on either side of your left foot. Left foot meets the right in high plank. Shift your weight forward. Bend at the elbows, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Lift those hips high. Downward facing dog. Take a moment, pedal those heels. Center yourself. Inhale, left leg comes to the sky. Exhale as many steps as you need to get there. Left foot comes between the hands. This time we're going to spin our back heel towards the back right corner of the mat and plant the sole of that right foot on the mat. Rising on up. Right arm forward, left arm back. Turning our hips towards that left wall. Warrior two. The first quarter moon is sort of a half moon when you look at it. And so you're sort of in between things. You're in between the new moon and the full moon. We are in between here in this warrior two posture, reaching for what's to come, remembering what's behind us, and all the while being here in the now, in the middle. One more breath like this. And then as you exhale, left arm comes down the back of that left thigh. Right arm comes up and back. Reverse warrior. One more breath like this. And then on an exhale, straighten through that right leg. Reach that right arm forward. Tip those hips forward. And then tick-tock your hands. Right arm down towards the floor, left arm to the sky. Triangle pose. Making shapes with our bodies. Reaching for the sky. Creating expansion. One more breath like this. Exhale, frame your right foot. Right foot meets the left in high plank. Shift your weight forward. Chaturanga. To upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. Pedal through those heels. Breathe. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right foot between your hands. Spin that left heel towards the back left corner of the mat, bending into your left leg. Rise on up. Left arm forward, right arm comes back. Warrior two pose. Breathe here, pause in that in-between moment. Feel that expansion. Open your heart. One more breath like this. Exhale as your right arm comes down the back of that right leg and left arm comes up and back. Reverse warrior. Stretching through that left side body to open our hearts even more. One more breath like this. Exhale as you straighten through that left leg. Left arm reaches forward. Tilt through those hips, tipping forward till you can no longer tip. Tick-tock your hands, left arm down, right arm up. Triangle pose. Breathe. It's a very organized posture, tapping into that grounded energy that is Virgo. One more breath here. Exhale. Hands plant on the mat. Left foot meets the right. High plank. And this time, instead of taking chaturanga and going back to downward dog, we're going to hold here in high plank for a minute. And then exhale as you lower all the way to the floor. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, creating an L shape with your forearm and the back part of your arm, and then lift your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat in Sphinx pose. Opening your heart, feeling everything with Cancer, creating that expansion for the first quarter moon, grounding ourselves with the energy of Virgo. One more breath here. Exhale. Do what I call a yogi pancake and flip onto your backs and sit on up. Keep your knees bent, soles of your feet planted. And we're going to create the Jupiter mudra with our hands. So it's kind of like a Charlie's Angels gun with our pointer finger sticking out and clasping our hands in a fist and the rest of the way. Jupiter, remember that planet of expansion that we exalt under the sign of Cancer? Reaching forward with the forward momentum energy of the first quarter moon. Lean a little bit back with a nice long spine, leaning back, activating that core. And if you feel ready, maybe you lift one foot off the mat and then the other. And then inhale, reach to the left, exhale, center. Inhale, turn towards the right, exhale, center. Two more each way. Inhale, left, exhale, center. Inhale, right, exhale, center. Inhale, left, exhale, center. Inhale, right, exhale, center. And then as you're ready, grab that right knee and bring it on down all the way onto your back as you pull that right knee to your chest, reaching that left leg out long, knee to chest. Breathing in deep, holding our knee to the chest. One more breath on this side. And then exhale, release through that right knee, and then breathe and bring that left knee to your chest. Creating space, grounding our energy as we begin to wind down. One more breath here. Exhale, this time as you release, we're going to plant the sole of our foot on the mat and bring the right sole of our foot on the mat as well, bending our knees. Now your feet may be close to your glutes or maybe they're a little far away, whatever feels comfortable and right for you so that you're not super tight in your quads, whatever feels right for you. Take a breath here, holding with our spine on the ground. And then as you exhale, slowly lift your tailbone off the mat, follow vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting up into bridge posture. One more breath in. And now as you exhale, walk your right heel down to sort of straighten your leg. Inhale, bring the foot in. Exhale, left leg straightens out, the heel comes out, walk out. Inhale in. Exhale right. Inhale in. Exhale left. Inhale in, exhale right, inhale in, exhale left, inhale in. One more each way. Exhale right, inhale in, exhale left, inhale in. One breath in, exhale, lower vertebrae by vertebrae till your tailbone meets the mat. This time hug both knees into your chest, rock side to side. Massaging that spine, grounding yourself, giving yourself that tender loving care that Cancer is so good for. Creating that expansion. Feeling that energy circulating through our bodies. Release those soles of your feet back to the mat. Inhale and then cross that right ankle over your left thigh. And then exhale as you pull that left knee towards your chest in reclined pigeon. Opening through those hips, where we tend to store a lot of our emotions, so we can feel through those emotions with Cancer as we ground with Virgo and expand with the first quarter moon. Winding down. With every exhale, think of something else you can release. Think of something else you can feel through. One more breath in. Exhale, release through that left knee. Uncross your right ankle from your left thigh. Exhale as your left ankle crosses over your right thigh. And then hug that right knee into your chest. Reclined pigeon on the other side. Opening up through the hips, releasing through our emotions. Grounding with Virgo. Connecting to ourselves with the energy of Cancer. Deeply releasing, expanding, connecting. One more breath in here. Exhale as you release that right knee. And this time, bring your right heel down to the bottom of the mat, followed by the left. Hands go wherever feels comfortable as you relax into your final resting pose while I guide you through the meditation for this first quarter moon in Virgo. If you feel safe and comfortable, gently close your eyes. Begin to tune in to your breath. Allow your breathing to become regulated. Inhale through your nose, your throat, your sides, eventually your belly. As you exhale, allow your belly to soften until all of the air is out and your whole body has softened. As we steady the pace of our breathing, we also steady the rhythm of our minds. With every breath, allow your body to relax more deeply. Your mind begins to clear, your heart begins to open. Feel yourself becoming more present with every moment. Feel your breath moving through your nostrils, filling you with the cool air under this half moon. Allow the muscles of your eyes to soften. Unclench your jaw. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Relax. Relax. As you settle into this calm state, bring your awareness to the waxing crescent moon. When the moon is waxing, it's building its energy and outward expression. It presents opportunity to take the intentions that we're working on and turn them into reality. This is a sliver of light in the sky representing the initial steps towards our dreams, the beginning of growth an unfolding of potential. Visualize this moon as a symbol of hope and possibility lighting your path. Take a moment to think about the intentions you're currently working on. These intentions may be big or they may be small. Imagine each intention as a seed that you've planted in a lush and vibrant garden. Under the soft light of this half moon, these seeds are beginning to sprout. And while each sprout is small, it is determined, pushing through the soil towards the light. This garden is your dreamscape, where your hopes are nurtured and begin to take shape. As you watch these sprouts grow, reflect on the affirmation, I trust my path and take steps towards my dreams with confidence. I trust my path and take steps towards my dreams with confidence. Repeat this affirmation silently to yourself, letting its truth resonate within you. Feel a sense of trust in your journey and confidence in your actions. I trust my path and take steps towards my dreams with confidence. Now consider a new habit that aligns with your intentions and will nurture these growing sprouts. What does your garden of intentions need in order to grow and thrive? Visualize yourself engaging in this habit and see how it supports the growth of your intentions. As you continue to meditate on growth and nurturing, think about how you can care for yourself during this phase. Imagine nourishing your body, your mind, and your spirit with activities that bring you joy and peace. Take a few more deep breaths, feeling your body grounded and your mind clear. With every inhale, draw in strength and vitality. And with every exhale, release fear and doubt. As you're ready, gently bring awareness back to the present moment. Gently bring your awareness back to the present moment. Slowly wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently outstretch your arms and legs. As you're ready, roll over to one side and take your hand and press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Then slowly flutter your eyes open. You've taken another step towards your dreams under this crescent moon, this waxing moon. Carry the sense of hope and intention with you as you move forward. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for practicing with me today in this first quarter moon in Virgo. And I look forward to practicing under the light of the full moon with you next time. From my heart to yours, truly, namaste.